We're on. Go ahead. You can talk now.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Welcome.
to the morning show. The Inappropriate morning show with
Marlene.
and Staci.
Yeah.
I like your hair this morning.
Thank you. You like it?
Yes, it's different.
All right. Well, last week we talked about, going somewhere. You told me it was a bad hair week. You told me to go somewhere, so I went somewhere and I got it done. You like it?
Very nice.
A little dark around the edges, but
kind of
okay?
you kind of look like Paula Deen a little bit.
okay.
Only her hair is white and yours is blonde.
I want to try out who's want to be blonde. I brought you a first ever morning show gift.
A gift.
A gift.
I was so excited.
Okay, come on. Don't be so stunned.
Oh dear. Yes.
Isn't that cool? And if you need bobby pins, there's bobby pins. If you need a hair teaser too, there's that. And if you need extra hair, here, there's extra hair.
Extra hair.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I thought you could try being me.
I could try being you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Huh.
There you go.
I'm,
Just got your hair done? Start like this.
Actually, I think this is
Isn't it
the
good
new
like that?
look because you know how you're blonde on top and dark on the bottom.
Oh!
You know, this
I
is going
like
to be
that.
my blondish moment.
Okay, that's a new look? Okay.
It is a new look.
Okay.
Thank you, Marlene.
You're welcome.
I never pictured myself as a blonde before.
Oh, you're only half blonde.
It's true. I was just making fun of blondes the other day, and there were blondes all around me. So I kind of felt bad. It's one of those things you should watch who you're around before you speak.
Exactly, and you're kind of like, you're kind of speechless right now, so it's okay.
I am.
We're just going to be like this today.
I'm just very, yes, blonde.
Doesn't it affect your persona? You change yourself and it just completely like takes you away, huh?
Yes, I am taken away.
You're speechless, but you can't be. You need to get going here.
I need to get going.
Yeah, you need to get going.
Okay.
I can
How
go
do I
back
look?
if you want.
How do I look?
I think you
Does
look
it look
great.
You like my hair?
I do.
You like my hair, people?
Looks good.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like my Alabama family.
You do?
Yeah, I think this is kind of, you know how they like to be different?
Okay, do you want me to be really inappropriate? Okay.
Jesus is here.
No, it's
Remember
okay.
that.
It's okay. We were going back east to North Carolina to the Outer Banks, and we were driving, and we come across to Arkansas. Do you know what we saw in Arkansas? Let me show you.
No idea. Yeah. Other side. Oh.
That's what we saw in Arkansas. And you know what? The only reason why I can tell you about that is because I really saw her. She was a waitress at Shoney's. Yeah, it's a real place.
I know. My ex-husband used to work at Shoney's. That's where he spent his whole high school days, was working at Shoney's,
Yeah.
so he could save up and pimp out this Beetle that he had, and his dad totaled it while he was in the military.
Oh.
His dad didn't mean to. It was parked on the side of the road, and somebody else totaled it, so
Oh
it wasn't
my
his dad who
gosh.
did it. They felt horrible because they knew how much John loved it.
Yeah. Well, I can only talk about it because I saw her. She was our waitress. And you know what? We were inappropriate because we filled out the little comment card and we said, provide dental insurance for your employees.
That is really inappropriate.
I think I'm confessing
but
right
you
now
know-
before him, that is probably the most inappropriate thing I've done.
Did you ask for forgiveness?
I did.
Then you have been forgiven.
We were nice. We gave her a good tip.
Well, that's good.
Besides the
She
tip
needed-
to the company.
Yes, yes.
You know,
You know that the toothbrush was developed in Arkansas.
It was?
Yeah, because if it was developed anywhere else, it would have been called the teeth brush.
Oh, toothbrush. That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Toothbrush. Okay.
To our morning beverage this morning, which actually I didn't drink. Actually, I drank a ton this last week, but not this. And this is our same wine from last week, so it's had a week to breathe. Little Black Dress. And I already poured me some.
It's our same little
We
black
had
dress.
someone asking us this last week if we really drank the wine. Yes, we really drank the wine. And Marlene might have 2 glasses this morning because she needs it. All right,
But we don't drink the whole thing during the show.
The whole what?
The whole wine, because what happens is
because sometimes we talk.
We talk, we get so busy, and then afterwards I go, oh crap, I need to down it.
Yeah, that's true. She does guzzle very well.
Oh, it doesn't.
Dun, 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 birthdays. You know what? There was only one birthday today. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. There was only one birthday today in the paper, so I had to do some research. The one paper was Staci Keenan, and Staci Keenan spells her name like me, S-T-A-C-I. You know who Staci Keenan was?
No.
Do you remember My Two Dads?
No.
Really? 1980s show. She must have been in somewhere. Anyway, she was a little girl. Oh, she's 37 now. So I had to do some research because I wasn't really like happy with that. There was another lady, Sandra Bernhard. You remember Sandra Bernhard?
Yes.
Okay, she played on Roseanne as she was like the other half of the owner of the diner. She ended up being gay, which previously I made an announcement that no one was gay on TV till Ellen. Sandra Bernhard, I believe, was gay in Roseanne. So way to go, Roseanne. So
there's a gay neighbor on that show with the dad, with the son and the daughter and the mom. Oh, you boy.
Okay, if you think about it, let me know.
Okay, I will.
On to the news this morning. Dun dun. Last week we were talking about. What were we talking about last week?
We talked about a lot last week.
That's true.
We talked about
the supersizing soda. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going for. Disney drops curtain on junk food ads.
Wait. Today is our anniversary show. It is. People celebrate big anniversaries. Five. I really need help today. 5. Today is our 5th show.
Today is our 5th show.
I was supposed to start that way, but I just was like stopped in your tracks.
Well, we had the hair thing.
I know. Okay, go.
Okay. Disney drops curtain on junk food ads.
What?
So there's all this junk food. Again, how do you get fat, people? From sitting on your butt. Okay. So this is great though because this is a private corporation or publicly traded whatever. It's a business that's making its own decisions. Mm-hmm. That's perfect. Let businesses do that. Keep it out of the government.
Yes.
That's what I'm for. Don't supersize government. If businesses want to make these choices, that's perfectly fine. However, there was a comment in here. So the Walt Disney Company Tuesday became the first major media company to ban ads for junk food on its television channels, radio stations, and websites, hoping to stop kids from eating badly by taking the temptation away. Parents, here's an amazing concept for you. This is going to blow everyone away. This is how you stop childhood obesity.
Don't feed them.
Very simple. No, not feed them. Just say no!
That was good. You know what? I got that right away. I'm with you on that.
Okay, this is what somebody in the paper is saying. I don't know who they interviewed, but this is what they say. If they, meaning the children, see a commercial on TV, then the next time we'll go to the grocery store, they'll say they want to try it, says somebody of Columbus, Ohio. They can say that all they want, but you're the parent.
Just say
no! Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that one all the way.
One more thing. There seems to be limited taste for government regulations, said somebody
limited taste
who has studied childhood obesity for decades. So I think a large company like Disney taking a stand and putting in a policy with teeth is a good step. Very good. But when I was reading this, I was thinking,
teeth?
Yeah, very good.
So good.
Less sweets. So here's what I was thinking though when I was reading this article. What about Disneyland? When were you at Disneyland last?
Oh, my kids were 5.
Okay, I went last year. There's sugars and sweets everywhere. I'm wondering, is this going to apply to Disneyland?
Oh, cotton candy. Oh.
Disney launched international nutrition guidelines in 2006 with the goal of making 85% of the food and drinks served at its parks and resorts healthy. The remaining 15% was reserved for special treats such as cake for birthday celebrations. The company also stopped using toys in kids' meals to advertise its movies. I just want to give a kudos to Disney for doing what it thinks is right by, trying to help in childhood obesity. We need the parents to step up and just say no. And I think it's great that they are trying to make their parks healthier. I'm going to have to pay attention next time I go because I didn't know that this whole thing was going on.
I didn't either. I like the business taking control rather than government taking control.
And this is kind of funny how this is all kind of coming together, which we've noticed, which we've made note of before. My daughter called me this morning. She goes, "Mom, have you heard about Gwyneth Paltrow?" I go, no, I haven't heard about Gwyneth Paltrow. What about Gwyneth Paltrow? She says, oh, there was this huge thing. She was in Paris with Jay-Z and Kanye West. They have a song called N-word. I can't say the whole word because then I'll be like
really
Gwyneth Paltrow. So it's called N-word in Paris. Okay, but they actually have the word
in their song.
That's the title of the song.
Why?
Okay, it doesn't matter why.
Okay.
Okay, so Gwyneth Paltrow was actually in Paris listening to the song while they were performing it. She tweeted something about real N-word in Paris, right? She actually tweeted that. And it was N-I ** as in Paris for real. Okay, she was referencing the song. And she has been blasted by all these people who say, oh, you can't say that word. You can't say that word. There was a guy who said, it goes, okay. Anyway, people were saying that, and then there was someone who came to her defense, who was a black guy, saying people give the N-word too much power.
When did it become a bad word?
When people start using it derogatory, I think, against
So if I use flour derogatory towards someone, would that become a bad word?
Yes. Well, like cracker. But see, we can say cracker because we're white.
Oh, I was thinking cracker.
Yeah, no. Some black people call us crack, or other people call us crack. I don't know if it's just black people or not.
But do I care?
No, we don't. But see, we haven't been the other side of the racial discrimination.
So true.
Although slavery's been going on for years, even back in the Bible, it talks about rules for slaves. So slavery, and there have been, the Egyptians were slaves.
It's been more than
God's people have been slaves. Yeah. So there's huge slavery. It's definitely not right.
Been around forever.
But there's like this issue, because she's white. It is. Because she's white, there's this issue coming out, which kind of goes into Staci's Inappropriate moment, which we're gonna wait until then to go into. Okay, so next I have, what's next? Da 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 da.
I don't know.
Da 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 da. Marlene's minute. There's Marlene's minute. Da da da.
Okay. So I think because of the hair thing, when I got my hair dyed or when I put this on, I think that it took some of my brain cells away. But I'm just going to go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty.
That's not stereotyping at all.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it goes with what I have to say. That's too funny. Okay, this kind of random thoughts, but I think they're important random thought. Oh, I had a ribbon on my finger that you tied. It's gone.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, thankfully you remembered the ribbon.
But I don't remember what it was for. Oh well. Anyway, random. I want to say thank you to our fans in Brookings, Oregon. Brookings, Oregon. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's on the coast. Well, yeah, it's beautiful. You end up going up to Eureka, Arcata, and then go across the border into Brookings. I was up there years ago, and I actually sang in church. It was nice. It was for a wedding. Cool bed and breakfast up there. Great antiques. Great food. We were in a little private cottage. It was awesome. 2 guys owned the place. It was pretty cool. So, hi Brookings. Glad to know you're out there, and I really do want to go back. I've always wanted to. Maybe we'll be there someday.
Okay.
That brings me to directions, and this is kind of funny and nothing to do with this color hair, but
of course not, because that would be inappropriate.
My daughter's actually pretty smart.
And she's blonde.
But she is blonde, and she has these blonde moments, and you know what they call her at school? They call her Blondie, because she just has these moments that come out of the blue.
She's very smart, though.
So I was talking about going somewhere with directions, and I said, honey, what if they had a compass? I said, she goes, well, I need a compass because I get lost, but I don't even know how to use one. I said, what if you had a compass that pointed north, south, east, and west? I was playing with her. She goes, Mom, that'd be a great idea. I'd never get lost.
Nice.
Do I need to point out to her that if she really had a compass that pointed north, south, east, she wouldn't get lost because she wouldn't be going anywhere. You can't. How would you move? Yeah. It points all directions. Origin. Start.
You need to know the direction.
Yeah.
You need to know the goal to have the direction.
She thought it was great though. I thought that was hilarious. So, and then another thing about my daughter, just random stuff. She said something I thought was really inappropriate, and I don't know why. Maybe you can help me out. We were talking about phones, and she goes, quote, Mom, you've used other people's data. And you know what's really weird? The way she said it, I thought that was inappropriate. Mom, you've used other people's data. There's a data. Data.
I say potato, you say potato.
Yeah, I thought that was inappropriate, but it was okay. Is that okay?
I think so. To
Mom,
use other
people's
people's
data. It just sounded bad. So
it could be depending on what kind of data you were using.
Yeah, that was it. So I know it. You know what? Just kind of just random moments. I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put my hair back to normal next week because I can't handle this.
Just do it now.
Okay.
Oh, so much better.
Oh,
so much better.
Oh, except, you know, when you have this naturally
I'll let you
curly
fix
hair, it kind of...
I'll let you fix that. We'll be going to Staci's Inappropriate moment.
All right.
Or 2, or 3. Okay. And we're moving right along. So didn't have anything for my inappropriate moment, so I started like doing some research, and I was asking my kids, hey, what do you think? What do you think is inappropriate? You know, and they were like, oh, I made a list, and one of my daughters said, oh, well, that's not inappropriate. Oh, first, according to Google, inappropriate, adjective, not suitable or proper in the circumstances. In the circumstances is kind of, keep your ears open for that. Okay, so in my list here, I had like 7 things down, and my oldest daughter comes up and she says, you know, those aren't inappropriate. I said, what do you mean they're not inappropriate? She goes, well, as long as you say them at home. For instance, I have on number 4 on my list, tell dirty or racist jokes. I try not to, you know, but I just can't help myself because they're funny and I'm a sinner. So I really try not to, but still, they're still there. And so then I was asking the kids, like, you know, how is that appropriate? And basically their consensus was, as long as it's not directed towards somebody, and you're not, like, if you're telling a Mexican joke and there's no Mexicans around, it's okay.
If you're in Mexico and you tell a joke, is that a Mexican joke?
Yes. So I was like, you know what? How can this be okay? It's led me to inappropriate parenting. I have been doing some inappropriate parenting, and I feel really bad about it, so I need to just clear the slate here. So my kids said it's not inappropriate only if you do it in an inappropriate setting. It's okay to tell racial jokes to your spouse or to your family.
Where did they get this
This
stuff?
is where, well, from me, apparently. My other daughter says it's wrong, but it's not inappropriate. It's not okay to tell Mexican jokes around Mexicans. Just behind their back.
Telling them?
So my son tried to clarify this for me this morning. He said jokes are different than talking behind someone's back. Because when you're talking behind someone's back, it's towards a specific person and you mean it. How do all my kids think that it's okay to tell racial or inappropriate jokes just if the person's not around or if it's meant to a larger group? Okay, it's not okay. You do things that are wrong. They may be funny, but they are not okay.
Can you say a joke about yourself?
Apparently, because people do it all the time.
Joke?
Right. So it got me thinking. What would Jesus do? I was hoping that we could include our special guest on our conversation here, because obviously I fouled up in raising my children to think that it's okay. It's funny, but it's not okay. It's not okay. So I said, so I think we should ask him, Jesus, what should we do? What's that you say? He says we should consult our basic instructions
manual
before leaving Earth. Our basic instructions before leaving Earth is the acronym for the Bible. B-I-B-L-E, basic instructions before leaving Earth. And what's that?
That's good.
Matthew 22, 37 to 40. What's Matthew 22, 27 through 40 say? Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments. So people, children, doesn't matter who you are, what race you are, what gender you are, whatever. Love your neighbor as yourself, because that is the biggest and best commandment. And I think if we do that, Jesus says that's how we're supposed to live.
You getting back at me for my discombobulated neighbor? See,
yes,
it upsets me so much I can't even talk.
Yes, it's horrible. Horrible. Okay, you know what, though? That's all I got. Love your neighbor as yourself. Doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to believe them. Just love them. That's all we have to do.
Did you have a rough week?
I did.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, because I'm just going to love my neighbor.
Okay.
Love.
Can you love my neighbor?
Can we love the black people and the white people and the Mexicans?
Oh, yeah. And the purple and the green and the blue.
The purple and the green and the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just love.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for today. All right, guys.
All we need is love. La da da da. Oh, sorry.
All we need is love.
Yeah, I just think of that song.
Okay. Well, guys, until next time, we're gonna let
love is all we need.
we're gonna let Marlene close us out with "All You Need Is Love," and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.